It's official, The Smashing Machine is a box office flop and one of the worst earners of 2025. And to put how bad this movie is doing in perspective, it's the worst performing film for The Rock in his entire career. It's even doing worse than Taylor Swift's new movie surrounding her just released album, which is being considered horrible to say the least. On top of all of that, having barely any competition at the box office. Yes, there's one batter after another, which is not doing well either, but that's about it. And you might wonder what The Rock's response to the film's performance. It was, I can't control the box office, which ironically means a lot coming from The Rock, who's been on a losing box office streak for a couple years now. But getting down to business, how did this movie fail? What caused this massively anticipated film to perform this badly? I mean, we're talking about a movie that got a 15-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival, got the director winning Best Director at the same festival, and had many early critic reviews praising it and calling it an Oscar worthy contender. So, how a movie with all those kind of accolades fail simply because it's bad? I don't know if we get down to science and understand how exactly this movie failed, including the marketing and audience targeting for this film. But that's honestly why this movie is failing. It's not good. And I know that's not the kind of rep this movie is having right now, but when it's all said and done, that's what this movie is gonna leave us with to think about. And don't get me wrong, I love The Rock, but am I sad this movie failed? Honestly, no, for mainly two reasons. First, we're seeing people rejecting and not complying with filmmaking pretentious tropes. What am I talking about? Okay, this movie was made by A24, a groundbreaking studio known for pushing the artistic limits for what commercial films could be. The audience reaction? We don't care. The early critic reviews calling this film a must watch, the audience reaction, we don't care. It's a true story, deep grounded and quote unquote important story to tell. The audience said, we don't care, we're gonna watch the movie and judge it based on our own experience, not what the industry tells us. And here we are today. Second reason being The Rock saying, I wanna start making movies that matter. I'm not gonna lie, that kinda hurt me a little bit. You telling me those movies for the past 15 years didn't matter? I mean, we're talking about movies that we grew up watching, cherishing, a define of a generation. Sure, they weren't artistic or said discussed a lot, but they were fun. And believe me, in 10, 20 years, those movies are gonna be defined as classics. So yes, I'm happy this movie is failing. I'm happy the audience is rejecting the industry pretentious tropes. And mostly, I'm happy for The Rock, who might reconsider what his career actually means.